Hey everybody. So today is lesson 6 in our unit 3 of summarizing paragraph writing. Today you're going to be asked to do something similar to lesson 5, but a little more focused on you pulling out everything as opposed to us providing you some examples. So a little kind of chance to be a little more independent and take a look at writing a summary. So this article is titled "The Precis." Precis is just kind of a fancy word for a summary. And so we're going to focus on being precise. So precise précis or precise summarizing is what we're focusing on here in this lesson. So the learning goal for today is to independently respond to a text by answering questions and writing a summary paragraph. So we're taking everything that we've done in this unit and summing up. A little blurb here about Helen Keller. And then going on to different types of questions, we're going to go back to our directly, indirectly, and making connection questions. You should by now be very familiar with these because we've done this quite a few times, and we'll continue to do that today. Piece about summary writing, the difference between being a smart reader and a smart writer, understanding, taking a look here at the feedback that you've received, and taking that feedback and using it to make your writing better. That's really the goal. Again, you've heard me say it probably 5 or 6 times in the last 2 weeks. Education builds on itself. We can't be a blank slate every day. We do have to take what we've learned yesterday and move it forward into our work today to make our work better. That's to be expected in all walks of life and certainly in school. So today, the assignment will be responding to a text and writing a summary paragraph. So you'll be asked to write a summary based on the article provided to you. You take everything we learned in the last lesson 5, and move it forward into this one. The text is here. It's called No Time for Fear, and it's provided for you here in a Google Doc. You can answer the questions in the assignment that follows. Please, when you bring this, open up Google Read and Write, interact with this document with Google Read and Write, highlight all the important things that you want to pull it out, and then that's going to help you with your summary. When you answer the questions, same as always, please use complete sentences where you've rephrased the question in the answer, and that you will use as much detail as possible using examples and backing up what you say using proof from the text. That is, a level 4 type of writing. And that's always where we want to be. You're going to put it into the into the No Time for Fear Dropbox here. So this assignment gives you an opportunity to use the feedback you got in previous assignments to write a more effective and focused summary. That's really what we're going to be focusing on, and that's what your mark is going to be on, is how well you used the feedback I gave you and how much do you understand how to write a paragraph. So we'll take a look at the actual document. You're going to make a copy of the text, No Time for Fear, and you're going to go through and read it. And like I said, my suggestion would be to open up your Google Read and Write and use it to interact with the document. All this information. The numbers are simply the numbers for the paragraphs and what happened. Here's the assignment itself. So some questions, directly stated information is right in the piece. Indirectly, it's in there, but you kind of have to use a little bit of inference in your own imagination to understand why they're asking it, and then finally making connections where you really have to come up with your own reasons and explanations for why things happen. So please go ahead and answer these. Take a look and understand when a question is asking 2 things or there's 2 aspects to a question. A lot of people are just answering the first part. That's really only doing half the work. Finally, and here's your assignment for this lesson, you're going to write a summary paragraph, okay, from that text, No Time for Fear. Your audience is adult readers. Make sure you do follow the summary writing process from lesson 5. Use Google Read and Write, pull out all the information, rough draft, polish your work, and then hand it in. We're looking for about 150 to 200 words. I really don't like giving you a word because some people literally count words. It doesn't matter how many words if it's close, but we don't want more than 8 sentences. This is a summarizing activity. We're looking for you to take a large piece and break it down into something smaller, with just the key points. So here you can this is your rough work. You can record your key points, again, using Google Read and Write if you want. You could just copy and paste in the points into here. Either way, that's fine. Group your points, rearrange them, put them in the best article, write your first draft here, and your final draft here. And again, as the first draft and the final draft cannot be the exact same thing. You have to show evidence of editing your work. So the first draft and the final draft need to be different. Again, try to use Grammarly, pull your work into Grammarly. It's going to help. Okay. Great job, everyone. Good luck with the assignment. Talk soon.